like, don't worry, I'm his agent, any more shows, you know, making some money out here, so he gave me his credit crunch, you know, Kieran knows, like, 50, say 70 there, 30 there, yeah, so yeah, you make more money. But anyway, this poem's called Never Stop Dreaming. It's one of my first proper poem I ever did. I recorded it on a video for MTV Voice, and it was alright, but you know, it's got a message behind it. I hope all you youngsters understand this message, innit? Because life's too short, and every reaction has a consequence, you get me? So, it's called Never Stop Dreaming. I'm standing here in the dark, reminiscing, while I'm sipping. And I'm hearing that devil in my right ear trying to rhyme me on my past, but I'm quick to manual his future. Cause you see me, when I put pen to paper, my pen starts to bleed and my paper starts to catch a light. But wait, when I write, I don't edit. It's the way that God said it. But it wasn't all pretty, no pretty stories, cause I used to roll in the cold Joes, know a couple of men who died cause of postcodes. Couple of man riding a gun in the side bag, knife on the right side, and a bandana on that damn left side. And I look up in the sky and I scream out, why? But I look up on the floor and I see tears wash by. Hitting James plus stains or can't get washed away. So I try my best to leave this earth just like a spaceship. But I feel like I just can't make it. Certain man's are too busy trying to take my life. So I try to be that great man with that great plan. Call me Martin Luther King cause I have a dream. And as long as I'm alive, I'ma keep chasing it. Let them haters hate. Cause there's so many steps that I need to take. No time for that tea break, no Chris Brown. But look at me now. I'm a new man, so I stepped in the Lord's hands on David Cameron. But I've gone from hoods to suits, from chainers to shoes. So I scream out LSD. Never stop dreaming, cause dreams can come true. What's stopping me being that black MP, representing for these kids on these damn cold streets? So I say to myself, what's life more living? Living wrong or living right? Cause every time that I live by the steps that I'm supposed to take, I see something good come my way, but every time I do something bad, I see something bad come my way. And every time that I try my best to not to hurt others, my actions hurt the ones I care about the most. So I say, what life's better? The life of spreading my word, or the life of spreading the tool? That's Never Stop Dreaming. I know, one of my first poems, you can clearly see. This next one, hopefully some of you youngers will understand this. Most of these 15, 13s and 14-year-olds might get this. Done this literally on Friday. It made a lot of people cry, made people open up their eyes, so I hope you lot actually listen, stop talking and listen to this one, because you know, life's too short for claims. This is called My 7 Angels. My 7 angels. They're not 7 angels where I can say that they're there from there, but they're the 7 angels where I say it hurt me. Cause some of you kids say, let's do YOLO, you only live once, and I say to myself, do you know the pain that I go through every day? I pick up the bottle and I drink away my pain and blow away my memories. Some people say, Lance, why are you living the life that you're living? You think that you're so alive and so untouchable. I say, listen, I'm just waiting for it to be my time, because I remember 2007. When I was in primary school, I had this close friend called Adam Regis. We used to play football together. But once that postcode war got into people's heads and people started saying, if you're not from my side, then, you know, it's my life or yours, and I'd rather be yours than mine, so I'm taking yours. And as he walked, that Grim Reaper. Some of you mans are too scared to see, but I've seen him too many times. That guy who likes to wear a black hood, black clothes, black chainers, took him away from me. And yeah, that brought the pain out of me. Sometimes I'll cry at night, saying, why him, not me? Why them and not him? Why does people who like to live the life that they live and say, you know, let me carry on playing football and draw every single girl, and, you know, if I get HIV, AIDS or chlamydia, oh well. But some man don't want to live the life like that. Some people, we pray for some people to have a second life. In 2008, I lost my best friend. He was too young to die. But they say the good die young, so if the young die young, that means I'm going to have to carry on living bad, so I live long. It's a shame. I remember when I used to go Saturday school like a geek, too busy trying to school stamps up. And as he used to come to the same parties as me and same raves, the same school trips, used to wear the exact same tracksuit like it was planned, but it wasn't. It's just the way our minds are. And that one day on the 14th of the 2nd, 2008, my best friend, my little me, my younger, had an asthma attack. And he died. And yes, that did bring the pain out of me, and yes, I did cry. And yes, every time I looked at that picture of him smiling, I said, why him? Why not me? Why them, but not him? And as you kids like to scream out, YOLO, you only live once, I'm still praying for some of my friends to come back. In 2009, where I thought things couldn't get harder, as I started living the life that I'm living, too busy thinking about the money, too busy thinking about the girls, and therefore too busy thinking about myself. Didn't really care about no one. If she wasn't on the same wave as me, then you know, you can't be friends, G. 2009, as my friend, my older, the person who used to pay respects to my nan, and he used to knock on my door every Sunday morning just to say hi, to pay respect. He died. But the funny bit about it, he never died from another man's knife, he died from his own. But them kids say, I ride with a knife as my protection, and you know this is like my barrier, but if your knife is protection, how comes it's not protecting you but taking your own life? And yes, it brought the pain out of me as I cried on a piece of paper, and I looked at the RIP pictures what getting posted up, and it was on the news, and I saw another one of my older crying on the TV screen saying, why him? Why not me? Why them, but not him? And as he realized that the life he was living, you know, if the good die young, I'm gonna carry on being bad, so I live now. In 2007, when I thought things couldn't even get even more harder, on my birthday I raved it up like there was no tomorrow. Had a bottle of champagne, some rock and Hennessy. I felt like I was the top G. Had girls around me, had the drugs around me, and living the life of YOLO, you only live once. And as the clock hit 12 and I realized that I'm no longer, it's not my birthday. At 12:23 AM, after my birthday's just finished, I received a text message saying, Lance, 7Angels just got shot. I'm on the phone, half paralytic. I was seeing things like I've been smoking all day. But that pain that I felt when I had that call, I couldn't cry, I couldn't scream. I couldn't run around the corner and live life. I just dropped to my hands and knees and say, why him? Why not me? Why them, but not him? Then I got told, guess what, guess what? The guys were from Peckham. The bullet wasn't meant for him. 2 people got shot, and one of them's in critical, but one of them couldn't survive. And the thing that was going through my mind, his name's Sammy Guns and he got shot by a gun. Is this Satan trying to take away my best friends? I said, is it the Grim Reaper? As the Grim Reaper came along, I'm saying, is it my time to go? And then 2011 came. Thank God that I never left another person. I said to myself, yeah, this might be the time where it stops and I stop losing friends. I'm having my life at the time, going Hyde Park. You know how everybody screams out, YOLO. You only live once. And I say to myself, you know, on the hot shot, got the best Jordans on and I got my tracksuit on, got the Gucci belt on my side, not even holding up my tracksuit buttons. You're wearing a tracksuit button, but you got a belt. Does it make sense? No, but that is the life that I got brought up with. All this telling me if it's not about the money, then it's about the girl. If it's not about the girl, then it's about the money. And if it's not about none of them, it's about getting high. Because today is Friday and I got to get high today. But you man don't know where you got that from. It wasn't some older who said, listen, let me make this. It was from next Friday. Not from a guy on the TV screen saying, listen, it's all about the girls, get the car. No, it was from a movie, a comedy. Today's Friday. Do you remember when every time the guy saw a girl, he was like, damn. But you lot still want to scream out YOLO. 2012, big hat for me. I said to myself, I'm turning 16, so you know, is that time where I can buy the lotto tickets. Because you know, you never know, it might be my lucky day. And never lost no one in 2011, but I lost 3 people in 2012. One minute it was me going to church and I had the most belief, faith in God. But you know, when I found out that 3 of my people, 2 of them were my friends and 1 of them was my family member. 1 of them was called Wendy. That girl, she had a smile with a rock man left, right and centre. But you know, I never thought about her in the wrong way. I said to myself, that is my best friend. I don't need a man them because these man them at 2. Let me not swear. And you know, these girls, they say to me, Lord, she's so peng, oh my. No, she wasn't like that. She saw the real me and saw the pain that I was feeling, and then she said, Lord, you know I'm there for you. You know I'm there for you. But that one day when I wasn't there for her, a friend peer pressure to drink a bottle, and you know when it's your first time to drink, you get drunk quicker than ever, and you feel more paralytic than ever. The school let her home early when she's drunk. Never called her parents and told the parents, can you pick up your daughter? But you know how the system goes, you know. If you do something wrong, you must go home. And as she walked home, never got a bus. As she hit Leighton flyover, she looked down and she looked too further and she fell. She didn't hit the road, she hit a car, and as the car swerved, she died. But she didn't die where I can say R.I.P., rest in peace. Because how do you feel to fly down and seeing that your death is coming, and as you hit that car you get your last breath, but then as you hit the ground your life's over. Us man are still screaming out YOLO. Then my granddad came to me, started crying, and this is a grown man, he's in his 50s. He's done a lot for me, scooped me up and made sure that I had the best shape up. He used to take me to the best barbers every Saturday, and I used to spend the whole day. And he said, Lance, you know them stories I've always told you about my dad? How he grew up with all the Scots and raised them as the way you see them. See, some of you don't know that's my family. Some of them are producers, some of them are footballers, some of them are just living life, and some of them just know their respect and morals. And I got told that my great granddad, the one I heard stories about, to me he was my role model and my legend, just died. Never died to the point where everyone knew it was coming. He never died from a gun in Jamaica, he never died because he was on drugs, he just died. Then I said to myself, why him and not me? Why them but not him? Then as I thought, it can never get worse, everyone's on the hype, it's the Olympic time. Let me tell you how cool this economic is. Let me tell you how cool this borough is. Let me tell you how this government has themselves. You know how big the Olympics was? It was the most biggest thing that was ever happened to Newham. The biggest thing was ever happened to Stratford, and as you realise, as the Olympics came, Stratford came, and as Stratford came, Westfields came, and these girls started going Westfields like it's a rave, going Westfields looking their best and chilling outside McDonald's. As man them were walking with the nice watches and the Ciroc bottle and walking around with the best friends asking for the girl to come along. But did you see this in the newspapers? Did you hear this on your TV screen? That a kid, a grown man in his 20s, got stabbed, beaten up to death in Westfields on the bottom floor.